Well, hello, welcome back to the Real World Garage. This is your first time here. We're glad you're here. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for coming back to the channel. And today we are going to talk about paint protection, and we're going to look at a product that actually came with the vehicle when we purchased it about a year and a half ago. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're back with the 21 Toyota Highlander. We have owned this car for approximately a year and a half, and it has about 33,000 miles. In that year and a half, I have kept the vehicle washed and cleaned with a what's called Zip Automotive car wash, and I believe it is a Turtle Wax product, and it is approved for automotive paints. With that being said, I just want to throw this caution out there to those that may not know it. Do not use dishwashing detergent to wash your vehicle. It has a tendency to strip all protective coatings and waxes from your vehicle. So, what I have done in that year and a half, though, is I have kept this product on it. Every time I would wash it, I would treat it with what's called wax and dry spray. Spray this down with the vehicle. It can still be wet. Spray it on, take your drying towel, and carefully dry the vehicle as you go. And it has done a fairly good job of keeping the water where it beads up and runs off of the car. But after having had the car for a year and a half, I think it's time that we look into putting a little bit deeper wax and more into the paint and protection on the vehicle. This has done a good job, but I think it is time that we move into a step deeper. Here we are into late fall. Next week is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all my fans out there. And but it's turned off a beautiful day, so I figured, you know, hey, why not? Let's get out here, and while we still got good weather and can put the wax on the car, let's get after it. All right, so we've been shaking here for a couple of minutes. Let's see what comes out. See if we can give it a little squirt. Put a little bit on our towel. Get it smeared around there. There we go. Pretty straightforward. Start making small circles. Try not to miss nothing. This product says on here that it is actually a cleaner and protection. Paint renewer and cleaner. So I don't know exactly what that means, but we're going to rub it on and see. I don't know that we're going to be able to see a discernible difference between the unprotected surface and when I get done here. But I wanted to do half the hood and leave half whoop, there's still liquid in there that is not mixed in. I've kneaded and shaken and kneaded and shaken and kneaded and shaken. So, hoping to avoid that, but hey, here's what it is. This product has been sitting around for a year and a half in the glove box of the car. It goes on really nice, I'll say that. Really thin. Tell you what, it's been a while since I waxed a car too. And I sure do appreciate it that the temperatures are in the 40s and not the 90s, because that's generally when everybody does it. It's in the summertime. But I got to thinking that maybe it might be a good idea if I go ahead and get this done before winter gets here. We don't have issues with salt and stuff, but we do generally have a lot of rain in the winter here. Read on the packaging, I wanted to see, it doesn't have any express prohibitions of any place where you can use it. It says apply a small amount of paint renewer to a dampened clean. Whoops. I didn't dampen my rag. Dampened clean, soft cloth and apply to one section of the car at a time and allow to dry to a haze buff with a clean, dry, soft cloth to remove the haze. Repeat the process over the entire vehicle. Pretty straightforward wax application. So let's let that dry. We'll come back and buff it off. See if there's any discernible difference. Well, let's get in here and look. I have looked very carefully to try to see if there is a discernible line between the two, and I can't determine anything as far as shine, but I can determine something as far as protection. That takes it back to as slick and as clean as it was when it was new. Now, this vehicle, in these 33,000 miles, our roads have not been tender or gentle to the front of this vehicle. I have rock dings and nicks all over the front of it that I have gone through with touch-up paint and touched up on the front of it. I have had the windshield repaired 3 times, and I have a 4th ding that I'm going to have to schedule to get repaired. We got a lot of rocks on our roads here. So, anyway, let me get back into it. We got to get to work and get this thing finished waxed. I want to throw this quick tip in there. We're working on taking the wax off the car. Apparently I got a little heavy-handed and got wax onto some of the plastics. Some of the places I got it on up front, it wiped right off. So when it does this and it won't wipe off, so how exactly do you get the wax off your plastic trim? Well, I had a detail guy show me this a long time ago. Pencil eraser. And this is if you have small places that you need to get into, you can use a number 2 pencil eraser, or you can buy a block style eraser. But just take the pencil eraser, rub over wherever you got wax in on your trim, wipe the crumbs of rubber off, and it takes the wax right off your trim. And go get a rag, finish wiping off these rubber crumbs, trim black again. We've been in here doing the old Karate Kid, a wax on, a wax off, wax on, wax off. Stuff that they provide that comes with the car from the dealer, as good as anything else I've used, as easy as anything else I've used. Can't say that it's any better than anything else I've ever used, but goes on easy, comes off easy. So, want to use it? Why not? I wax my mirrors and my glass usually. I'm not doing the glass today, but I am doing my mirrors. If you've never waxed your glass or mirrors, you should give it a try. It's like Rain-X on steroids. Well guys, regardless of what you decide to use, if you use the product that came with the vehicle and you go back to the dealer and you pick up that product, or if you go old school and go pick up a can of your traditional paste cleaner wax, or even liquids in a bottle or liquids in a spray bottle, you need to get some wax on your vehicle to make sure you maintain that shine and paint condition so that it'll extend the life of the paint job on your vehicle. So until I can get out another video, why don't you go watch another one coming on the screen right now?